So in today's class, we are going to do the numerical on vectors. So this is the first question we are going to do. So the question says, a hiker begins a trip by first walking 25 kilometers southeast from her car. So we need to make a diagram first. So for that, we'll make x-axis and the y-axis as I explained you in the class. So this is my x-axis, it's my y-axis here, and we will specify the direction. So this is east, west, north and south, right? So read the question again. A hiker begins a trip by first walking 25 kilometers southeast from her car. So we will make southeast. So this is south, this is east. So that means a hiker is moving in fourth quadrant. This is my fourth. So here, this is my first quadrant. This is my second quadrant. This is my third quadrant, and it is my fourth quadrant, right? So hiker is moving, starting from origin, and it is moving in the southeast direction. So this is the angle. Now the thing is, there is no angle given. So if it is given southeast, that means it is making 45 degree with the x-axis, right? If it is saying northeast, then we will make a vector here. It will be 45 degree if there is no angle given, okay? Next is, she stops and sets up her tent for the night. On the second day, she walks 40 kilometers in a direction 60 degree north of east. So now we need to go north of east. That means I need to go in the first quadrant from the head of the first vector. Let us say the first vector is a vector, and which is 20 kilometers. Okay. Now it is going in northeast direction here. Okay. And it walks how many kilometers? 40 kilometers. So let us say this is B vector and this is equal to 40 kilometers. And it is making an angle. It is making an angle 60 degree from the axis. Now we need to calculate the resultant vector, that is this vector. That is resultant vector, right? So this is the figure of this question. Now let us solve the first part. Determine the components of the hiker's displacement for each day. So this is very simple. We need to solve the A part. A part is saying components. Components means the x-axis components and the y-axis components. That means horizontal and vertical components, right? So when I am writing the components, I will write in the unit vector form. So what can I write? A vector. So A vector will be the total. I am writing the total A vector, okay? So it is, what will be A vector? So it will be A x I unit vector plus A y j unit vector. I have discussed in the class, I unit vector means in the x direction and j unit vector in the y direction. So what will be my ax? Ax will be a cos theta. And what will be my bx? Sorry, it's not bx. It will be a y, will be a sine theta. So now if I am talking about A vector, that means it is making 45, this is my A vector and it is making 45 degree angle with the x-axis. So my AX will be, what is the magnitude of A? It is 20, you can see, because it moves 20 kilometers. So the magnitude is 20 cos 45 degree, and AY equals to 20 sine 45 degree, right? But we need to see the sign now. Look, this 45 degree for the x component, it is in the negative direction. The x here you can see it is in the negative direction, right? So I can write minus 45 degree, right? And sine also minus 45 degree, right? So when I will solve AX, I will get, what is it? It is 20 or 25? What is that? It is 25 kilometers southeast. Sorry, just it is 25 kilometer. I have written it here 20 kilometers. Sorry, it is 25. I'm just bit wrong. So it is 25 kilometer, and next is 40 kilometers. Yes, 40 kilometers. So it will be here 25, and here also it will be 25, right? So 25 cos minus 45, if I am solving it, I will get 17.7 kilometers, and AY I will get minus 17.7 kilometers. So these are AX and AY, the components in the horizontal and the vertical direction, right? Now the total vector, A vector, if I need to write the A vector, then what I will write from this equation, I will write AX, that means 17.7 I minus 17.7 J. So this is my resultant A vector. Okay. Now the now we need to calculate the same thing for the B vector. So for B vector, what will be my total B vector? B vector will be BXI plus BYJ. So what will be my BX? BX is B cos theta, and what will be my BY? It will be B sin theta. What is my B? B is 40 cos, what is theta now? Theta is 60 degree. You can see the B vector, if it is 60, then obviously it will also be 60 with the x-axis, right? You can see the angle which the parallel line makes is the 60 degree. Okay, so it will be 40 cos 60 degree, and BY will be 40 sin 60 degree. So if I'm solving it, then BX I am getting, BX I will get 20 kilometers, and BY I will get 34.6 kilometers if I will solve these two. So I got BX, I got BY, and what will be my expression for B vector? So B vector, if I use this equation, so what will be my B vector? Let's write with the pink color here. Okay, so what will be my B vector? It is 20I plus 34.6 J, unit vector, right? Now let's move to the B part. What it is asking, determine the components of the hiker's resultant displacement R for the trip. Find the expression for R. I can write the vector here in terms of unit vectors. See, it is asking in terms of unit vectors. So we need to write R. R, what is R? Is simply A plus B. So we have equation number, I can say it is equation number 2, and this is equation number 1. Let's simply add first and second equation. So whatever we have in coefficient of I will add together. So it will be 17.7 plus 20 I, or let us put another way. I am writing A vector first. What is that? 17.7 I what it is going. Okay, 17.7i minus 17.7j plus what is b vector, 20i plus 34.6j, right? Now we are simply adding by putting the I together and j together. 7 plus 20i plus 34.6 minus 17.7j. So it comes out 37.7i plus 34.6 minus 17. How much it will give? 17.0j. Or what it is giving? Wait. It is giving 34.6 minus 17.7. It is giving 16.9. So I have approximate to 17j, right? So this is my R vector, right? So 37.7 is the X component and this is the Y component. Now if I need to find out tan theta, you all know what is tan theta, equals to Y upon X. So what is Y here? 17. And what is X here? 37.7. So theta equals to tan inverse 17 by 37.7. So 17 divided by 37.7 equals to this, and shift tan inverse answer. So theta will be, so theta is coming out 24.27 degree. So this is my theta, right? So this is my B part. Now come to the C part. What is C part is saying? C part is saying, what if after reaching the tower, this is RE. After reaching the tower, the hiker wishes to return to her car along a single straight line. What are the components of the vector representing this hike? What should be the direction of hike B? Okay. So now let's move to the C part. That means after reaching the tower, the hiker wishes to return to her car along a straight line. That means the desired vector will be negative of R. Okay, so I'm saying R car equals to minus R dash. That means I can write, what is my R here? This is my R here. So I can write minus 37.7i minus 37.7i minus 17j. Okay, so I can write this like this, and I can find out tan theta. So theta will come out the same 24.2 degree like we found out here in south of west. Okay, initially the theta will be in south of east. That was the theta, but now if she reverses the direction, that means in south of west. Negative sign just simply means the change in direction. Okay, so that will be my theta 24.2 south of west. Thank you so much.